Hello there, how are you today? I hope you're doing well. It's Heather with Bush Poppy Farm, and today I'm going to bring you the veggies and herbs, etc. that I'm growing for my seedling sale in this spring, but also in the garden. So for the seedling sale, starting with basil, I have from John. So again, most of these seeds are from Johnny's. Some of them are botanical interest, some of them, so you can check them both out. Some of them are saved from previous years as well. Okay, so from Johnny's, I'm gonna grow this bunch of different kinds of basil. Sweet Thai OG is an Asian basil that I'm growing. A Genovese basil. I think there's more basils than that, but maybe they're out of order. Cilantro, love cilantro. I kind of sow this all season long, starting early in the spring, and I keep going because I just love cilantro. People, you know how it is with cilantro. People either love it or hate it. I guess you either like it or you think it tastes like soap. And I actually like it, and apparently that's a genetic thing. So I guess I'm lucky because I don't find it tasting like soap. Oh, two more basil, San Remo and Pesto Party. San Remo is an improved Genovese basil. And Pesto Party is another basil that is resistant to powdery mildew and is really good, obviously, for pesto. So those are there. I have seeds that I collected, so that's what these packets are. So just thyme, an organic sage, Greek oregano. So I have two green stalk gardens, and I can show you those in another video, but I keep those planted year round because of our climate here. So I'm always growing, I have strawberries in the top of one. I also grow carrots, beets, all the greens, lettuces, pak choi, spinach, all that stuff, and all the herbs as well in those two towers. And those are right outside our kitchen door. So it's super easy, and they don't take up space in the garden then. So that's why I grow a lot of herbs, because they're for personal use mostly. So I have Greek oregano, and then summertime, thyme, T-Y-M-E, T-H-Y-M-E. Dazzling blue kale, which is actually really good. I've been growing that for over a year now. It's really tender. It takes a long time for it to get tough, so you can harvest it over a long period of time and still have something yummy, fresh. So peppers this year. These are from Johnny's. Flaming Flare, Jedi, Red Flame, and Shishito. I've never grown these before. I actually kind of struggle with peppers, even though we're a 9B here. Our nights still, all summer long, we might still go into the 50s at night. So even if we are getting into 100 during the day, it's a challenge for peppers because that little sweet spot, like 70 to 90 degrees, where they want to stay constantly, is tough. So this year I'm going to try growing them in the greenhouse because I think I'll be able to keep it more of a regulated temperature in here, and maybe I'll have more luck. I still get peppers, but they're not at the production that I would like them to be at. So we'll see how that goes. Different lettuces. I love growing lettuces. Again, I grow them all year long, and we just munch on them. So this one is a salad bowl blend from Botanical Interest. I also have one that I really love. It's called Monte Carlo. It's a romaine, and it's so tasty and compact and small. It's great. We also love Swiss chard. We like it fresh, and we also like it sauteed. When I say we, I mean my whole family, my husband and I, and my two teenage sons. So this one's Charbel Swiss chard, and then 5-color silver beet Swiss chard is another one. I also grow arugula. Love arugula. It's nice and spicy. There's a couple different kinds that I grow and use it in salads all the time. And then Coastal Star is another romaine lettuce that I'm growing. And now for the tomatoes, I try to get, I think I said this before in the flower video, but I try to get a variety of vegetables that people can't get at the local nurseries because otherwise there's kind of no point to me doing this other than to start seeds for ourselves. And the funny thing is, I don't actually even really like tomatoes, at least not fresh. Like I'll use them to make salsa and sauce and stuff like that. But my husband loves them and they're fun to grow and there's so many amazing varieties. So I always, I always get tons of tomato seeds. So I have one called In Rosa. And these are all from Johnny's. Moskvich Amish paste, which I always grow because I like making sauces. Sunrise Bumblebee. Carmen, and Flavor Burst. So hopefully I can find the pictures for all of these and put them up as I'm saying the names so you can see what they look like, but those should be really cool. All right, next, something that I also grow year-round, catgrass. I have a kitty. You've probably seen her. Her name is Raven. Seen her on my Instagram and my Facebook. She loves kitty grass, and so I get a mix that this one is particularly just oats, but I have a catgrass mix as well, and I also grow catnip for her. It's such a pretty plant. It smells lovely. So yeah, so I always have stuff growing for every member of the family, including the cat. Okay, so next. Cucumbers. I love cucumbers. I mean, I love them. Like I eat them constantly snacking on them. And this last year was abysmal. Every time I planted them out, and I tried multiple times planting big starts. Like they were like in 4-inch pots in big plants. And every single time they were eaten at the, right at the base, like the little stub. So I finally gave up because by like July I was like, well, this is stupid. Obviously it's not going to happen. So yeah, so this year I'm moving it to a different bed. I'm hoping that and I'm going to protect them again with cloches, and I'm hoping that maybe I'll have more luck because I missed having cucumbers this past year. So the varieties I'm growing, this is an heirloom slicer called Straight 8. It gives really nice, big, beautiful cucumbers. This one is also a slicing cucumber. It's Patty's Market More. Okay, and then I have from Johnny's, these are new to me, trying this year, Piccolino, Nokia, and then for carrots, I have Sugar Snacks, which is an F1 hybrid carrot. I don't have a whole lot of luck with carrots. I can get them to germinate just fine. But root crops, for some reason, no matter what I do, it's hard for me to get the root development, right? I get roots, but they won't develop. So carrots, I'm having a hard time with. I've had a hard time with radishes. I had one good radish harvest last year. And that's ridiculous because they're the easiest things in the world to grow. The green tops are beautiful and I get full green tops, but it's the root development that I'm struggling with. So I'm still trying to figure out what's going on. A lot of times that's because of the soil structure, but my soil is nice and fluffy and loose. And so still trying to sort that out. Hopefully I can fix that problem because I really love carrots and radishes and they're fun to grow. Okay, so more seeds. Catmint, of course. I have another cucumber here. It's a pickling cucumber called Little Leaf. And then beets. I never stop trying beets. I love beets. But again, root development is an issue. So this is just a blend of, it's a gourmet blend of beets. Then there is Early Wonder beet, which I'm also gonna pop in the ground again this year. Littlefinger carrots and Tonda di Parigi. There's these little round fun carrots. Aren't those so fun? So keep your fingers crossed for me that those will actually produce fruit this year. Beans. I love growing beans and they're so yummy. I'll eat them fresh out there on the vine, but I also will pick like baskets full and we have them all summer long too. So this is Blue Lake. It's a green bean, super productive. This one is a bush bean called Provider. Beautiful flowers. yummy beans, and it's a bush bean, so you don't need support for it. Also very prolific. Now getting into my very, very favorite vegetable, even though it's actually fruit, variety are the squashes. I love, love, love squashes. In particular, the winter squashes. And I have not been having luck with these either. So I am moving them into a raised bed this year instead of having them out in the garden at large, hoping that maybe that will fix whatever problems I've been having. Again, things have been eating the plant itself before it gets fully established. So I did get one of these last year, but they're small by design, and so I wanted way more of them. But this is a winter squash Burpees butterbush. It's little tiny like butternut squash, and they're so sweet and tasty. We like to make a lot of butternut squash soup over the holidays, fall and winter, and so I'd love to be able to grow my own instead of having to get them at the grocery store. A hybrid acorn winter squash, and then let's see, this one is Harvest Moon hybrid. It's really pretty, and I can't wait to try to taste it. So I'm hoping I can grow it this year. And then just a regular butternut and a pumpkin here, Porcelain Princess hybrid. And then of course for the summer squash, I just have a golden zucchini, and then a regular zucchini squash called Dunja. Zucchini I have no problem with. Zucchini grows just fine for me. So I don't get what the problem is with the pumpkins and all that other stuff. So never gonna give up though, because I love it so much. Radishes, I keep trying. Last year I actually had one really good harvest. So I don't know. I'm gonna try all kinds of things until I can get it to work for me, but I love radishes. So do my kids. We eat them fresh out of the garden. So this one, I have lots of different packages of radishes, but this is Crimson Giant. I will be planting this one again this year. And then this one is new. This time it is Mantagong. It's a watermelon radish. And so looking forward to growing that. And then peas. I have a sugar snap pea and a royal snap pea. I grew both of them last year. Such pretty flowers, and they were so delicious. Lovely, lovely peas. So actually those, I'm gonna start planting those really soon. I direct seed those in the garden. I do have to protect them with, not from frost, but from varmints. Every year I have a long wire cloche, chicken wire cloche that I got from Gardener Supply. So I have to put that over them until they get to be pretty big, and I can start putting them up the trellis in order to keep them from being ravaged by either birds or whatever's been getting stuff out there. So yeah, but I love, love, love peas. I look forward to growing those every spring. So that is my vegetable and herb plan for 2022. I do still have seeds that I'm getting from Baker Creek that haven't arrived yet, and those have some interesting varieties too, of not just flowers but of veggies and herbs. So I will do that in a separate video just to show what I'm adding to it. So let me know in the comments what you guys are growing veggie wise this year, and I hope you enjoyed this video today. Like if you liked the video, and please subscribe. It does help me a lot. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye.